Right, now the story is Alderney. You may not have heard of them, but they are a big Channel Island in the Channel Islands, unsurprisingly, and they've got quite a remarkable underdog story, which Paul told me about. Can you just tell us in a nutshell before we get one of the players on? What's so remarkable about them?
Well, they've got quite a difficult system that they've been put into. That the Channel Islands have a competition called the Muratti. I think it's a Muratti Vase. They do it every year. And 3 of the Channel Islands enter. It's Jersey, Guernsey and Alderney. Now, Alderney's much smaller than Jersey and Guernsey in terms of population and in terms of structure. But every year there's a semi-final, so one of Jersey or Guernsey plays Alderney, and then the winner plays the other of Jersey and Guernsey.
And it's always at Alderney, is it?
Always at Alderney. And this has been going on since, for years and years, since, the early 20th century. And every single time, except from 1920, Alderney have lost to Jersey or Guernsey, and then Jersey have played Guernsey in the final. So it's a bit of a tough run that they're on, a kind of, 90 or I suppose 70 game losing streak. Or
something like that. I mean, they've played 108 games, they've won 2, drawn 2, lost 105. It's tricky.
It's a bad record, isn't it?
What does that feel like to be part of that? Well, we've now got Alderney player Andy Lawrence on the line. Hello, Andy.
Hello, how are you doing?
Very good. Great to have you on the show. So, how long have you been involved playing for Alderney? How many seasons now?
I've been playing since I was about 16, so we're approaching about 15 years now or so. So I've been involved in quite a few of those losses. But I was also involved in the other win that we had, other than the 1921, which was I will never forget that feeling. It was a great occasion.
Yeah, talk us through that. The last throes of that match, the last sort of minute. Did it feel like it was going on forever?
Yes, so it's back in 2003 when the Island Games were held in Guernsey, and it was against a Estonian island, I think, called Saaremaa. And we took the lead in the first half for a penalty, and then it was pretty much back to the walls for the rest of the game. But once that final whistle went, it was a huge relief. We certainly partied hard after that.
Do you think that sounds like a good idea to me then? So you're playing the island games, so you're playing a level that's more appropriate for you. But what would you say to someone who said Alderney, they shouldn't be involved in the Muratti tournament? They never win. What would you say to that?
Well, I think I'm right in saying that the Muratti actually originated at Alderney. Oh. So I think if we weren't involved, it would be a shame to the history of the competition. So, I think obviously our record isn't great, but one year I'm sure there's got to be a time when we can cause an upset.
And is there a bit of needle between the teams? Is there a lot of tension, any simmering resentments, or is there also at the final whistle a lot of pride to be part of something incredibly historic?
Yeah, I think it's more pride. A couple of years, I think 5 or 6 years ago, we were involved in a 2-1 game against Guernsey. Which Guernsey actually scored in the last 5 minutes, I think it was. So I think that was actually the 100th year of the Muratti. And I think Guernsey and Jersey already printed the final tickets and everything. So if we had caused an upset that year, we could have cost them a bit of money.
We've got a question from Paul now.
Andy, do some of your players play in the Guernsey League? Is that right?
We've got a team called the Alderney Nomads. That's our league-based team. We play in the second tier of the Guernsey football. I think there's 10 teams in the league, so we fly away for the away games, and teams come up to Alderney for the home games.
Have you ever considered playing Sark? It's surely the only smaller island, isn't it, or is there another one?
There's another one, Herm, but I don't think they've got a team. I think there's only about 100 people on Herm. So there has been ongoing talks with playing Sark. So hopefully something could be arranged in the near future.
What have you heard of Pompeii? What about them? The Micronesian nation that Paul coached. A bit of an away trip.
Yes, I've actually read the book actually. So, if we could arrange a trip, I'm sure we'd be up for that.
Seems to be quite a similar level of kind of underdog that you're talking about, because Guernsey quite recently have joined the English League. I think they're in the Isthmian League now. So has that made any difference on the kind of power base in Channel Islands football, do you think?
It's obviously it's a good thing for them. progressed quite well the first few years. I don't think they're doing too well this year, but it's great for them if they got a chance to try themselves at a higher level. Although in the first league in Guernsey, a lot of the better players in that are now signed on for Guernsey SC, so I think the local football's taken a bit of a hit on that.
Question from Alex.
Hi Andy. Obviously the Muratti is a big tournament. I mean, paint a picture for someone that might not know much about it. How many people will you get at a game? Is there, a lot of spectators there? Is there a good atmosphere? What's it like playing in it?
It's really good. Obviously it's the biggest game that we have over here. To give you a better picture, Alderney's population is about 1,600. Sometimes we can get up to about 200-300 people watching us on the Muratti game, weather depending, obviously, because no stands or anything there. But yeah, it's a great occasion. There's quite a big build-up for the couple of weeks before the game, so all the players are really excited about it. And yeah, once the game comes, we try and put on a decent performance for the people that have come. Obviously, we haven't got the results that we would have wanted, but we'll keep on trying.
Oh, good man, good man. I want to ask you a question about grassroots. Obviously, that's important to any club, having those young players coming through. Is that just something Alderney might struggle with? Maybe sort of the younger people on the island going off to the mainland. Is that a difficulty for you? Yes,
we've got the school system over here. The kids leave at 16, and most of them go to Guernsey to go to college, and then obviously off to university after that. So once we do get a couple of good youngsters, they seem to be flying off to further their education before we can get them into the team. It's not easy, I must admit, but we do try. The Alderney, the Muratti side, people can play from wherever. They don't have to be signed on for the Alderney no man's team. So yeah, we try and get as many back as we can for the game against Jersey and Guernsey.
That's good. That's good to hear. Well, we're very much going to keep an eye on your next game, aren't we, lads?
Of course. Sure.
So what is it? Who are you playing next?
We've got a league game on Saturday in Guernsey against a local team called Centrals there. The Muratti is every March, so
okay.
Hopefully there'll be some good news come March time.
Excellent. Well, keep us posted. It's a fantastic story, and clearly it's absolutely wonderful to be involved in something so historic. We'll talk to you again soon. Thank you very much, Andy.
Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Pretty cool, eh?
Let's get down there in March.
Not an ideal record, but I really love that morale of just keeping knocking on the door. Sorry, Nathan.
I was just wondering, how many signatures do we need on a petition for Sky Sports to broadcast it?
A lot, but let's start now. We've got 4.